different nations, if you like, yeah? But it's not the nations, it's different lands and their connection to their native cultures are going to deal with things in very different ways. You'll see that, yeah? When a nation or a land becomes in denial of its indigenous roots, and when it also becomes in denial with its own criminal history, then there's no saving that nation. That group of people is almost certainly doomed, because darkness is going to, and ignorance is going to not work out for them, yeah? Darkness and ignorance is there to metabolize you into a complete full-scale breakdown, yeah? It wants you back down into the soil because it needs to flatten things so things can regenerate and regrow, yeah? So a lot of that now depends on your way, the way that you believe, yeah? If you're not believing things that are actually at least allowing other people to believe what they're believing, if your beliefs are actually then in conflict with others, then there is going to be some form of a very heavy attrition, a very very crushing effect. That's what Saturn Pluto is. It's alchemy. Yeah, it's the manifestation of regeneration and change, and also this square from Eris. Yeah. It's throwing the golden apple in. It's survival of the fittest. And we start to very quickly size ourselves up against the next person. We go crazy when we go down to the supermarket. I'll go down there for, a loaf of bread, and I'll realise, oh my God, they've taken all the pasta out. I better get some pasta. Hang on a minute, I can make my own pasta. Or I should probably do without pasta. I should probably do without any of that stuff. Yeah. One thing that Ceres gave us was agriculture. Somebody asked just now, where does Ceres fit in now? Ceres has gone into Aquarius as well. So she's also understanding the need to disseminate and break away from the very thing that she's created, is agriculture and cultivation of goods. Stuff we're going to have on our shelves. We've got to see a whole different way of generating our sustenance here. We probably don't need to eat as much, for one, and we probably need to work out a way of cooperating so all the wealth that's been distributed in these massive containers called corporations that are creaming right now. All these corporations, these grocery corporations, they're really making a killing on us. If that wealth is not redistributed, if we can't get to a space where we come to either have this stuff delivered to us without pay, because we have been feeding these guys profit, it's not just the corporations, it's the governments as well. And the governments are trying to re-inject the economy with trillions of dollars, but that money, that's come from somewhere. It didn't come from the billionaires and the corporations. Yeah. We need to start looking at redistributing the wealth, okay? And that may be one of those things that once it hits the street, people are going to start looking for, scapegoats. Those scapegoats, goats, Capricorns, are the ones that are in power. Yeah, because Pluto in Capricorn, Jupiter in Capricorn is the judiciary system. They're going to be the ones that are taking the hit here, as high as they might be on the tree and as powerful as they may look in reality. If they're not making decisions which are more Aquarian, more egalitarian, then the status quo, Saturn returns back to Capricorn for a little while, yeah, from May until December, yeah. So you're going to see that, a backlash. Yeah, the status quo goes back to the goats at the top of the tree, but then it comes back at the end of the year with Jupiter. Yeah, so things are going to shift, but not before there's going to be some contention.